Today on Ballistic Barbecue, I'm going to be cooking up a 1.6 pound USDA prime ribeye steak, and I'm allowing AI, artificial intelligence, to tell me how to do it. Let's get going. So not too long ago, a company called Chef IQ reached out to me asking if I would like them to sponsor a video reviewing their smart thermometer. We had a little exchange, and very proactively they said, we want a review, we want you to be extremely honest. And they said, if there's anything bad, say it in the video. If there's anything good, say it in the video. The negative helps them in developing a better product. And that right there kind of made me feel like, yeah, this is a good company. They're very confident, they're very honest. Let's do this. So they sent me one of their units to experiment with and another unit for this video. And here it is. This is their smart thermometer, and this case is what they call the hub. In the packaging, it comes along with the cord to charge this thing with. It has the safety guide and also what they're calling their experience book, which is basically just describing the unit and talking about the uses. Right off the bat, I'll show you some of the things that really impressed me with this thermometer. It's a wireless stick thermometer that goes into the meat, and there's no cord connected with it. I'm familiar with these type of products. I love these type of units. One of the things that I really love about this is the diameter of this probe is almost as thin as an instant read thermometer. That is awesome. This is being touted as the world's smartest thermometer. We're going to put that to the test today. It gives you real-time voice alerts. So this is something that actually threw me off. I'm not an instruction guy. I resort to reading instructions. I usually just start throwing switches, turning things on, and seeing what happens. This one, the minute I turned it on, a voice came on. It said, open the app. And I didn't even have the app downloaded. Downloaded the app, and then it literally walked me through the setup process, which was pretty darn cool. Now, I don't have it turned on yet, but there's a Bluetooth display and a Wi-Fi display that you'll see in a bit. And when this is connected to Wi-Fi, you have unlimited range. And I was playing around with that yesterday, actually. I set up the thermometers. I wasn't doing a cook or anything. I had them sitting outside starting in the morning when it was really cool out here, and connected it with the Wi-Fi. I was running a simulated cook and doing my errands. My wife and I went out and had lunch, and the whole time I was able to monitor basically what the temperature changes in my backyard, and I was looking at the graph, and you could see as the temperature was increasing. So that was pretty darn cool. So this is powered by the Chef IQ app. I'll show you the graph, and there are hundreds of recipes, and there's videos, tutorials on there if you want to use those. And one of the things that this app offers that I've never seen on another thermometer app is if you're running one of their recipes, you can open up Instacart through the app and order all the ingredients to have it delivered to your house, which I think is pretty amazing. The app also has what they call the You Decide feature, which is simply, it's your cook, you're deciding rest times, temperatures, internal temperatures, everything you're programming in yourself. And again, it's very intuitive. I mean, it's simple enough for me to do it. These probes have what they call quad sensors, and that's just a really cool way of saying there's 3 sensors here in the shaft. This is the portion, obviously, that goes into the meat. 1 sensor in the ceramic section, and this is going to tell you the ambient temperature in the cooker around the meat. Now, all these probes are waterproof, so they're dishwasher safe, and get this, they're also deep fryer safe and air fryer safe, which is crazy. I mean, I'm thinking about, frying a chicken or something and having a probe in there, and you're knowing that it's going to be safe to pull out. One thing I'm curious about, I'm going to run a test on this, but I would imagine, since it's deep fryer safe, waterproof and everything, that you could run it in a sous vide. I'm just curious if it would be able to transmit through the water. I'm guessing it will. I should have probably tested that out. Now, I feel for what this system is offering, when you compare the price to the competitor's price, it's very, very reasonable. And this comes with 3 sets, one with 1 probe, one with 2, and then this one here, as you can see, has 3 probes. Another thing that I absolutely love about this, 1 minute's worth of charging. It's charged from a USB-C. You're looking at hours of use. When it's fully charged, 40 hours of continuous use. And that is awesome. I'm trying to eliminate AA batteries from my life, and this is just one more addition to that plan that I have. Let me show you that steak. So here it is, about 2 inches thick, USDA prime ribeye, boneless of course. And I'm going to be using a Chicago style steak seasoning on it. But salt alone, salt and pepper would be fine. Your fire trucks in the background, they see my smoke and they're coming to get me. All right, now let's get this probe set up. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn the power on the hub. If we don't immediately get Wi-Fi there, I'm going to double tap this to get the Wi-Fi, so it's searching for the Wi-Fi, searching for Bluetooth. Of course, I don't have the app on. And there's Wi-Fi. Now it's yelling at me basically with that tone to turn the app on, dummy. Now the next thing I'm going to do is connect the Bluetooth, which I really don't have to do because we're running off of Wi-Fi right now, but just to kind of cover our bases. Just select the smart thermometer. And you can see we're now connected to the Bluetooth. Now let's connect that app. Little side note, if you guys are hearing sirens, I do not know what is going on. I don't know if my mic's picking up, but for the last several minutes I've been hearing sirens. And but a couple of weeks ago we had a small airplane crash a mile away from my house, so I'm hoping it's nothing like that again. Anyway, let's get this cook going. The app is running, probe is inside the steak. We are ready to cook, and let's see how we're going to cook this. Probe 1, start. Now we're going to select the protein, beef. It's a steak, it's a ribeye, it's 2 inches thick. Here are our options. Grill. Now this is a direct cook, a direct heat cook. Now stovetop to oven. Basically that's describing a forward sear cook. My personal preference is a reverse sear, but we're going to go with this because a 2-inch thick steak, this app isn't going to be telling me to flip it every 30 seconds like I would want to. It's going to be like every 3 minutes, and we're going to end up with like a burnt steak. So that's something I think that needs to be addressed by Chef IQ. I really wish they would have a reverse sear option in here as well, but we're going to go with the forward sear. We're just going to treat my grill like it is an oven. So let's go ahead and select this stovetop plus oven. Of course, we're going medium rare. Okay, now it's going to lay out the steps. You can see beef steak, ribeye 2-inch, stovetop to oven, medium rare, 130 remove from heat, 135 target temp. So let's see here, preheat oven to 400 degrees. Personally, I think 400 degrees is too high. Like when I reverse here, that's my favorite way. I preheat to 250 degrees on the grill. So I think 400 is a little high, but we're going to do what this app is telling me to do. I'm trying to do this video like I'm somebody who's never cooked a steak before, and I'm depending on this app. Okay, so we're preheated. Step 2, it's already been seasoned. Step 3, so we're ready to cook. We've already done all the seasoning. Okay, now step 5. So again, it's describing oil in a skillet, but it's saying they're going to tell us when to flip the steak. We'll see what happens. Right now, start cook. So it's calculating the cook time based on the temperatures right now. Place food on heat to begin.
For probe 1, cooking has begun.
And it says remain to flip food. So it's got almost 2 minutes before we flip. See, if I were doing this without the app, I'd be going a minute, a minute, a minute, a minute. So here's my oven now. I'll get that lid on. So you can see I just put the lid on. I'm up to 300 degrees already, and it's rising. It'll definitely hit 400. And it's saying 18 minutes remaining to cook. So now, as far as a real hands-on roll, I'm done. I'm gonna go kick back a little bit and just keep an eye on the app here. Main thing I'm gonna pay attention to is that ambient temperature. Like I said, it wants me to be at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll let it go up to 400 degrees. Again, personal preference 250, but I'm not going to let that pass 400. So that's what I'm really going to be paying attention to. If it does, then I'll just do some damper control and bring it back down. But yeah, I mean, right now it's saying around 19 minutes till I'm done. So we'll see what happens. It's an expensive piece of meat.
For probe 1, please remove your food from heat.
All right, looks good. It's gorgeous.
For probe
So far so good. Now the app is counting down the rest time. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, the steak is all rested. I'm going to reiterate just one more time my one concern. It's that 400 degree Fahrenheit temperature that they're suggesting, or they're telling you to do after the sear part. Again, this is for an oven, but temperatures are temperatures. My kettle was running at about 380 the whole cook, so it wasn't even at 400 degrees, but I'm always concerned about that carryover cooking. And like when you're pulling a steak off of a regular grill, a direct cook, you can count on it rising 10 more degrees after you pull it off the grill. And that's why I like to minimize that by lowering, to 250 instead of 400. By the time this was done resting, it had risen 9 more degrees. So instead of, I pulled it at 130, instead of being 135, it temped out at 139, or yeah, 139. So it looks gorgeous. I mean, it's just got beautiful color, smells amazing. I'm excited about this and a little nervous, but I will say I really love these thermometers. And again, when I'm using thermometers like this, I'm just using them for temperatures. I'm not letting them tell me how to cook. But I think just make one little tweak in their app and it'd be perfect. So let's see how we did here. Very tender. Again, this is prime steak here. And it looks good. Again, it's nice and juicy. I think it did just go a little over that. I think it's more of a medium than a medium rare. I mean, it does have that nice, edge to edge color. I would just like it a little bit more pink. Let's try this out. See, I mean, it's not well done, but it's, again, just not that, I like it a little bit more rare. This is medium. As far as the thermometers are concerned, this was flawless. The app is extremely easy to use and it interfaces quickly with the, what do they call it, the hub. So no complaints about the hardware at all. I just think their app needs a little bit of tweaking, and I will be talking with my guy over there at Chef IQ and just make a few suggestions here that I think would make the cooking experience better, especially for somebody who does not have a whole lot of cooking or grilling experience. But yeah, anyway, I'll have a link down below for this smart thermometer. I endorse it. I think it's a great product. Again, just a little bit of refining on the app. Other than that, thanks for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, please consider hitting that sub button, ring the notification bell, and thumb it up if you like it. I hope you did. See you in the next video. Cheers.